Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus, guys, giving you more defensive schemes. Guys, I'm jumping into a new playbook, the multiple D. The disadvantage of jumping into a new playbook is sometimes you can't find formations if you have to jump out of it. I do have a primary scheme I'm going to be using. It's going to be the dime 3-2 defensive scheme. This is an online opponent. Actually, he matches up. We're both playing the Texans as a team. I struggled initially to get this defensive scheme just set up correctly. This is going to be a shorter video, basically a couple of series that we're going to show. I've got another video I'll be posting with a full game with multiple series on defense, where the opponent basically just kind of destroys me on defense, and then I come back and make some plays against them. And it comes down to 2-point conversions in that game, where I actually take an L. So I like to show you guys some games I lose for particular reasons and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and jump into this. One thing too I want to point out to you guys, you know, if you are someone that watches these videos, you know, I know there's a high percentage of you guys, 60% of the people that watch are not subscribers. Do me a solid, hit the subscribe button if you like my content. If you watch my videos, obviously you do, so hit the subscribe button. And for the people that have recently subscribed and mentioned it in the comments below, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and jump into this video, just show you this breakdown that we're going to have. The guy's playing with the Texans. I was hoping for this guy to kind of quit out of the game, but you know, the new system. Now, when I set up, basically what I like to do is remove auto flip. I like to have everything off. Baseline is my other situation, and then for option, we're going to have essentially option defense set up. We're going to do conservative, conservative, and conservative for tackle. So that's how I like to run things, as conservative. Now, I was recently working the nickel packages, and it just was a little bit out of sorts a little bit, so I go to the dime package and get myself into a wrong defense, and he's kind of in a heavy set. So you can see basically he's got you got a three wide receiver set over here. He's got a running back, and then he's got his one over here. I think I jumped into cover 2 and then actually re-audibled into cover 3. And in cover 3, you know, you got these guys that going to have to come across the field to try to get into my zone. That's going to be a long time to develop, and you've got maybe some streaks and stuff like that. But most situations, you're not really going to have anything over the middle of the field, so I'm just going to play that defender down here. And one of the reasons why I like to play safety too is that he's pretty stout against the run. And sure enough, this guy goes into a run. I basically tackle him for a 2-yard gainer, which, you know, basically stopping someone in the run when they get less than 3. Now I jump into cover 2 with the anticipation that, because you know huddles, I'm assuming that he's gonna go ahead and pass the ball, but he actually sticks with the run again, and then actually goes to the outside. So quickly, what I determined with this guy is that he is a run-first player, which defensively is a really, you know, it can be very tough to stop someone that's a real run-first player. If they've got some good passing schemes behind it. The problem that with most people that are run first is that they don't have any passing schemes. They don't really read coverages behind it, and that's what gets them in trouble. So right here, he get a tackle to the back here, get him to a 2nd and 10. And this is the first stop. He actually no huddled. So now I'm setting up my defense. I like to put 4 quarters at the very top is my adjustments, and then I'm going to go down to make an adjustment with cover 4, and I'm going to put in hard flats as my next adjustment. And then Tampa 2, I'm kind of vacillating back and forth whether I wanted to go ahead and use a cover 6 or a version of cover 6 or cover 2. Basically, I jump into basically cover 4 right here. He's got basically trip set. So he's got his 1, his 2, he's got his 3, and then he's got his running back over here, and he's got basically 1 over here. So when I see trip sets, you know, really what I'm looking for is I want to take this line and shift it over, just so I can't get out leveraged. And ideally I want to be on this guy right here. That's the situation. So because he's flipping the formation, I should be flipping too. Right here actually goes down. He actually hits me with the screen. The screen would have been ugly. It would have been a very ugly situation if he didn't get block shedded, because you could see these guys are right here and there was nobody over the top. So he should have stuck with that play. He should have went with it. If he was reading it correctly, he would have seen that he could have got a huge play. Screens are better this year than they have in previous Maddens. So it's going to be a little bit interesting to see what how those things work out. So now he goes back to gun trio offset. I'm trying to set my defense up here, and I'm going to use the double safety go to get people down to the box. This is going to help with the run support, and I think I'm going just with the basic cover 4. And now I bunch my guys up, and I need to go ahead and take this guy down and hover a little bit over here and get my bar to glow up in this type of situation. So I've got cover 6. I've got this guy in a flat, meaning I've got essentially 3 guys rushing. It's not a lot of rushing. And I've got a cover 6 on the backside and the curl flat right over the middle of the field. So there's a lot of action over here. He does a verticals play. And you can see everybody's carrying and actually throws into the coverage. He actually had positioning, but there was a defender in the area, so he just didn't make a good completion with that. So cover 6 kind of messed him up on that play action spot or post spot. And I think he ran that play stock. I didn't see any kind of other adjustments or anybody out in the flat. So back at it again. He's running the same formation, and I put this guy, I should be putting this guy into a hard flat just to jumble up that outside over there, just to make sure it's difficult for him to do that. And I don't think I get that set up correctly, but you can see he's got basically the same type of a crossing route, and this guy over basically defends it, gets in his face. So at least I've got a person who plays. In that type of situation, did get the ball back. I do have my setup for field goals actually set up for the old classic meter, and for some particular reason it flipped over to the new one. So this is a game that I was just like trying to adjust to it. I haven't used that. I know the college game has that as a setting. As a result, I actually missed a field goal, so I had 3 points on the board that I actually missed. So now I jump into hard, a cover 3 hard formation just to see how he reacts to this. He goes with a run, and he just starts shredding this on the run. He was getting really good block in the inside. I was getting picked up on the inside, so I kind of get a feeling I know what I need to do with this defense to make it a little bit better. I'm gonna have to use the safety over the middle of the field. Let's see here. So I've got guys down in the box, bunch everybody up, and play cover 4. Because the reason I want to do this is because I need the run fits, because the way this guy was very committed to the run. Bunch up the line. A lot of times what I should do is I should take the line and shift it off, with the anticipation that if he's going to try to cut it back, I've got run fits that are going to actually come out over here. So bunching up the line like that was probably not a good decision. He should be sliding off to the right. He does do a passing play right here. He takes a shot up top. I've got over the top coverage with Stingley, and Stingley actually does not come down with the ball. He just kind of like tries to catch over the middle of me with the forward vertical. So this guy's just running plays sock, not a good player. Here's a situation where I should have stayed in a difference. I think I might have jumped into a different defense, but basically when you've got a strong formation, a lot of players have stretches, or they'll have an inside run with this, and you got leverage that he can get in there and cut, and then basically you can get to the outside. This guy basically, he did a good job with it, and I ran into cover 3. So what happens is now I've got this guy into a third, and I've got this guy into a third, and because he's a third, he's not going to play a run fit. He's going to fall back, basically giving up 10 yards. So I should have stayed in cover 4 because the run fit would have a little bit better. Okay, I did shift off the line correctly, but you can see the stretch gets over, and I get picked up on the block. So I can't contain. This guy's falling back. These guys are sealing off, and there is just a huge lane right over here to the right for his run. So, and he gets another chip block right here. So that was just, this cover 3 hard flats with me usering in the box is just not really cutting it with my run fits. So I've got to have to use that safety and give up a potential opportunity. So I figured what he's going to do is he's probably going to stretch the ball off to the right. So I think I jumped into cover 4, switched my guys over with this, and maybe I'll be able to see the adjustment. Okay, so this is what I did. I took this guy, put him in a flat, because what's going to happen is he's going to play a tighter run fit and come down and play instead of the third. And I was actually using over the middle of the field here, and I've got basically a flat. I've got a deep quarter over here, and I'm just going to use over the middle field. He does a play action, and I've got you know, a defender over here, he's got like a little flat he's going to go out. I've got a flat route right over here. I think this guy's carrying, and this guy's carrying over. But you always got to watch out. So when you have a guy that's running any kind of like, you know, play action stuff, you're always going to have maybe a levels concept going over, and then you'll have some backside guy that's coming over. So he'll check, you know, he'll look 1, he'll look 2, and then he's going to look backside 3. So I had a flat out there that basically kind of cleans up that passing lane. I've got another guy out here at a curl flat on a passing lane. So what I have to do is kind of carry, but I've got to come back and look for him to hit the 3 on the backside with any kind of these sail concepts, you know, play action stuff. You can see right here, I come back around. That was basically really covered. This guy's back is totally turned. His back is totally turned, but I'm able to go ahead and user this and pick this guy off and get an interception. So that's one of the few user situations that I get against this, you know, usually online, but I got a user pick against this guy. I think what I did after this is essentially just kind of chew the clock against this guy, not really give him any kind of options. And then when I kick the ball off to him, I basically get a rage quit. So once again, guys, thank you for your support. You know, if you are following my stuff and you watch my videos on a regular basis, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know, 60% of you guys don't subscribe. And I'll try to get out some good videos. I got another set of videos I'm going to share with you guys where I actually ran into a guy that ran really good offense, made some good decisions, exposed the way I was running my defenses and stuff like that. So you want to check that out. So hit the subscribe button. Once again, guys, thanks for your support. Until next time.